Hello, my name is Zain Khan and I am studying a Bachelor of Arts specialising in history and a Bachelor of Education specialising in secondary history education. My topic is a research project, an inclusive and extensive account of the 5 million non-Jewish peoples genocided in the Nazi Holocaust. I will include the stories of the Roma peoples, the mentally and physically disabled, as well as gay and lesbian peoples and Jehovah's Witnesses. But I will have a special focus on the Soviet prisoners of war, as they are the largest group, totaling 3.3 million people. The Soviet prisoners of war who were genocided during the Holocaust make up the most concentrated extermination of any people in the history of humanity. And there is disproportionate representation of this alternate Holocaust versus the Jewish Holocaust in popular history, popular culture, school history, and even academic history, with no full-length book or even multiple chapters written in English on the subject of the Soviet prisoners of war who were genocided. A unique world tragedy, in my opinion, worthy of additions. The significance is to counteract the disproportionate representation of Jewish versus non-Jewish victims of the Holocaust, and how this devalues the suffering of the non-Jewish victims. In a broader sense, the significance is promoting Holocaust remembrance, defying Holocaust denialism, helping to prevent genocides in the future by understanding the mechanisms of mass extermination and highlighting the human stories of the past, seeing how this happened, why this happened, and how we can make sure it never happens again. Most importantly, giving proper acknowledgement to the victims of the modern world's most horrific human tragedy. The literature review that I did for my topic brought up some very interesting and relevant sources. A Mosaic of Victims, Non-Jews Persecuted and Murdered by the Nazis, is an article, an account of the non-Jews murdered in the Holocaust, and it's quite extensive. That has been very helpful. The references are in my PowerPoint presentation, as well as the Russian Prisoners of War, Forgotten Holocaust of World War II, Hitler's Forgotten Genocides, The Fate of Soviet Prisoners of War, and Soviet Prisoners of War, Forgotten Nazi Victims of World War II. These articles begin to explain the genocide of Soviet prisoners of war and explore the reasons behind the exclusion of this topic in the popular narrative of the Holocaust, but they don't go far enough. I want to fill this gap in the research by going further and adding upon these in order to create an extensive account of what happened. I have the quantitative data of the non-combative lives lost in the Holocaust. That's in my slides. And it's very important because we have the numbers, we know this happened, and now it's time to talk about it, to write about it, to research it more fully. I am going to apply for a grant from the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance. The IHRA has a grant strategy that promotes awareness and promotes research into the causes of the Holocaust, its driving forces and mechanisms, with a view to preventing genocide, ethnic cleansing, racism, anti-Semitism, and xenophobia. The grant states that applications with a special focus on the genocide of the Roma, which I will be addressing, as well as new research fields, which I believe Soviet prisoners of war comes under, is why this grant is perfect for my topic and why I am going to apply for it in my research project. Thank you.